Welcome to Efteling in the Netherlands. It's got the best entrance, like it's the most recognisable, it's quite magical inside, and overall a good theme park. Do recommend, and I hope you enjoy this video. Right, as you can see right in front of you, that is the mascot, the main one, not sure what it's called, but this is the entrance place. Customer services, scan your tickets, and some other bits like parking things, but that's enter the park. As you enter the park, there is a gift shop. This is the main gift shop, I think it is anyway, because it's the closest to the entrance slash exit, but there is some other ones what sell other bits, which you will see later on in the video. Basically, the park opens before the rides open, as does everywhere else. So let's exit the gift shop and let's get on with our crazy adventure. So in front of us is a hotel which contains one gift shop. I think it's quite a good hotel, what people say about it anyway. I'm only here one day because that's all I've got time for, and I'll see you when I get to the gift shop. There's not really much to say about the gift shop, so enjoy the music in every gift shop. So see you on the exit. Right, we are heading to Symbolica, which is a indoor sit-down ride where you go around the castle kind of like area. Sorry, I missed the forest area. I really do apologise, but I didn't have time and only had one day. So I will see you when we get closer to Symbolica. We are now passing a restaurant which has good food. It's got the biggest burger. It serves 4 people. Also comes with 2 portions of chips and a massive smoothie, which I will show you later, hopefully. To the left of me right now is the entrance to the magical kind of forest area. I wish I went down it. Now seeing photos of it, I wish I did, but all you can see is the fountains outside of it and stuff. There is a massive fountain show, best in Europe. Do recommend doing it at night, but if you can't, then still see it. I will show you some highlights later on in the video, so I'll see you when we get outside of the ride. Right, as you can see in the sky, there is an observation Chinese ride, which is quite good to see the whole park. And this is a statue inside a fenced area, and right in front of you is Symbolica, the ride with the best theming I've ever seen. I will see you after I've been on Symbolica, which is in 3, 2, 1. Right, now we're heading over to another part of the park, which I can't really explain what the park is or the area because I'm doing a voiceover, so I'll explain as I go along. So I'll see you when we get down this path to something better than trees. So now we are at a place with another gift shop, some food places, and I think a ride at some point. but I will see you after the shop. We are now heading over to the train which takes us all the way around the theme park. Surprisingly, there is no station at the entrance, so that surprises me, but I think there's a reason why, but I don't know. So that is one of the crossings you can cross, and there's a lot of places you can eat, drink, sit down, and there's rides for literally anyone here, and I'll see you when we get to the train. So this is the train. I did see a peacock before I went on the train, which is kind of odd to see in a theme park, but I did. So looks like a steam train, a really nice steam train. I will now be showing you the highlights of the journey. So now we are heading to a fairy kind of ride, where you sit down and the rail is above you, and it's good. It did kind of break down when we were on it, but they quickly got us going again, which was quite good, except warning for the English people, there is no English breakdown announcement. So yeah, I'll see you once we get off of the ride, which is called, by the way, I'm going to say the English translate, so it's called Dream Flight. So I hope you get good information from me. This is the gift shop exit from Dream Flight. It's quite a good ride, as long as you can go round without it breaking down on you. But yeah, now we're heading down to a Vogtle madhouse. There is some fish in these lakes, which is quite good. It looks quite fairy tale around here. This whole park's kind of fairy tale. There is a ride and an area, I think, opening later on this year in 2026, which is going to have like a horse show, and that there are some actors walking around looking all good and stuff, but the only thing with the madhouse is there is no English again, so sorry. Here is some fairies dancing. This is one of their set routines for the day, and yeah, quite magical. That is the area which is getting renovated, be done by the end of the year. Wish it was done now, but sadly wasn't. So we headed over to this house. Obviously there's no English, so it's like what the heck is going on, but all it is a Vogtle madhouse. So I'll see you once we get off of this ride, which is called something. I'm not going to say what it's called because I've just described what it was anyway. So as we head this way, there are more rides and attractions. There's a coaster down here. There is a sit down, it's like It's a Small World, where you go around and see each country and that. But before that, there is a Efteling Museum, some few rides and attractions, so I'll see you when we get to one of those. Here is another area we did not go down. I don't know why, but we didn't. Sorry about that, but we'll continue our journey onwards into the park. I've realised we've took the long path to get to the fast, exciting rides, but that's a good thing, because if you go straight to the good things, the bad things will look even badder, which none of them did anyway, because right now nothing was. But as we head this way, there is lots of food. Keep mentioning food because that's all there is. So I will see you once we get to the Efteling Museum. So this is Efteling Museum. Basically it's history about the theme park. They have got some ride parts outside, as you're about to see, which is a roller coaster track and a car, but there's not really much to see in there except for some history. I prefer the rides to everything else because I'm more of a ride person than a history person. We are now heading to some rides, which are the ones I've already said about, which is basically every country as you go around, and a roller coaster. I haven't mentioned the roller coaster that much because you can't really see anything because it's in the dark, and it is proper in the dark. I mean it. It's quite a good coaster. I do recommend, and I'll see you when we get to the area. We have arrived. Basically, you know all the queues I hope I said you should do at the beginning. Well, they are kind of accurate to time. So if it's a 15-minute queue, you wait 15 minutes. It is true to what I said it was going to be like. So this is one of the rides. So this is Carnival Festival, and the coaster coming up is Vogle Rock, which is the English translation, by the way. There's a couple of scouts to the right. They're the ones with the scarves on. That's how you know who they are. Basically a big bird outside, there's an egg inside, and a whole load of darkness. And yeah, so now we are going to be heading over to another area. I keep saying another area because yeah, so it's basically where the boats are, where the Chinese up in the air ride is, and yeah, it's a 20-minute journey on a boat once you get on, but the queues were quite accurate, so yeah, it's just over the bridge beach, and I'll see you when we get there. Welcome to the area where the Chinese observation ride is and the boats. Not sure what the area is called, but there is some barriers. Not sure why, but next year, hopefully, they don't have them if I come back. But yeah, I do show you what the ride actually does in a couple of moments time. We went on the Chinese thing first because why not? It is called Pagoda. That's what it's called in English, I hope. 15 minutes? No, it wasn't 15. I know I said they're quite accurate, this one wasn't. But that's what it does. It's quite weird and wonderful. Now we're heading on to the boats. Not sure what the boats are called. So I will just say they are boat trip. And yeah, that was a good boat trip. I didn't do any highlights because the highlight of it is one of the rides, and I thought I'll show you that a bit later on. So I'll see you when we get closer to a roller coaster, a proper one. Right, we have made it to something more interesting. It's what you can see in the distance, or momentarily, is a load of buildings with, I think it had a ride in it. I don't actually know because I went down the path and didn't go in it. So I guess it said there was no shows today. Confused me and I walked away, and that's it. I didn't do anything in this area except walk through it as a detour and then back onto the main path and that way. But I didn't go in that building, I didn't do anything. I wish I did a bit more in this area, but oh well, you can't stop me. So we'll continue going to this path. Eventually, I will show you a roller coaster. Coming up now is the Baron 1898, which is I think it's a B&M coaster. Don't trust me on that, but it's a dive coaster. It hangs you over that edge, pulls you down, and away you go. It is like Oblivion at Alton Towers, but trust me, this one's longer by 20 seconds or so longer. It is my favourite one of these because this is the second one I've only been on. So yeah, queue's not that long. The front row queue does start quite early, and by the way, you get given tickets for the front row or any other row, and it tells you what row you are on, and then you go through a non-English pre-show, and yeah, I'll see you once I come off of it. Right, these like drop tower kind of things were open 1st of May 2026. This year of recording, that is the drop from the ride of Baron. Now we're heading over to sets of roller coasters. One's a corkscrew, 2 wooden ones, and a water coaster, what looks like a Mack water coaster, but it's not, and I don't know what the make is or the name. Well, I didn't go on it because I just didn't. Again, stupid reasons. The wooden coasters, you will see only one side was working, so boring. Anyway, they're meant to race down a track and see who the winner is, but obviously I couldn't because they weren't working, so I'm unlucky, but still a great day out. So as we walk this way, you'll see more glimpse of the roller coasters. That white coaster in front of you is a corkscrew coaster, I think, with the world's sharpest brakes. It's a Vacoma one, so I'm not sure if they are that sharp normally or that's just an extra sharp brake. Anyway, I didn't show you much of these rides, don't think, because I was more interested in riding them, and yeah, that was the building for the water coaster. Not sure why I didn't go on it, but yeah, we went on all the other coasters, I think, except from that one. So that one there looks like it'll be rough as anything and really painful, and yeah, by the way, it's got the world's slowest chainwheel. You'll see. Obviously I did get this one because it was right in front of me. Yep. And down that path is where the wooden coaster is and where I went after. So now we'll be heading towards the wooden coaster. I can't remember what it's called because I'm not a very good person at telling you. So just take the words from me, wooden and corkscrew, and you'll find it anyway. If you download the app prior to going, you will find it anyway. I recommend doing the same loop as I did, because if you do it the other way round, you'll get the fast rides done quicker than the slow rides, and you need to be hyped all day but to get to here. So yeah, so there will be a big cut coming up because that's when I went to get food, and yeah, I didn't want to show you this boring path what's about to come up. So I will see you once we eventually get to the path. I will then cut. That's what the ride looked like. It so looks like a Mack water coaster, like the one from Europa Park, which is my favourite water coaster. There's also a one in Propsland, Japan, I think it's called. There's one there which is Mack, and it reminds me of that anyway. So yeah, so going this way is where the wooden coaster. It's just one of my favourite wooden coasters. It beats the Wicker Man. I know. There's a dragon here. And yeah, so basically you can see there's like 2 coasters going, but there's only one that day, which is kind of sad. So I will see you once we get to civilization. Now we're off to get some food, which is the burger I mentioned earlier, which is down this path all the way past the hotel and to the right, and I will show you when we get there. We have now arrived to the restaurant. I repeat, it's quite dark, I do mean it. There is an upstairs, there's a downstairs, which is ground floor, and yeah, so this is what it looks like. Quite a lot of options, and there is some screens, as you can see, and yeah, we got the burger. I'll show you it after looking round. I think this is where the ride exits. I'm not sure because I didn't go on that one, so yeah. It looks quite good theming in here, but the further you went back, the more dark it got. You couldn't really see what colour your burger was. So yeah, I will now show you the burger. Now we are heading to the water show, the best one in Europe, or the best one I've seen. So basically it's, I think, meant to be 15, but it looks longer. So I'm going to show you some highlights, but the music I'm using might not be the music they use. So just highlights, otherwise this video will be 25,000 minutes long. And yeah, so I'll see you after the water show.
Hier op het meer van fantasie gaat de betovering over 15 minuten beginnen. Arthur, over here at the Lake of Fantasy, the enchantment will begin in 15 minutes. Efteling avontuur. Welkom.
Now heading over to the rapids, which was the last ride of my day because it closed at 10, and this is like one of the latest I've been in a theme park before. But basically the rapids are like normal rapids, but there was a slight problem with our boat. Basically, you know, like jets what come out of the wall or something, it literally went over our boat in and made like a lake, and that was soaking. It's the wettest I've got on one of these. But now we are heading out of the park, and yeah, quite a long video. This is where I have to say goodbye, but before that I go through the gift shop. I did buy an item, but I didn't want to say. So hope you enjoyed my mainland Europe vlogs previously. So all I've got to say is ta-ra.